The Federal Reserve, or the US Central Bank, is meant to be an independent entity. But Donald Trump has never liked that idea. He wants lower interest rates and has made his anger towards the Fed's chairman, Jerome Powell, very evident. Today, the US president revealed his pick for Powell's successor. He announced that he's nominating Kevin Warsh to be the next chief of the US Central Bank. Earlier, Trump dropped hints over who the next Fed chair might be, but did not name the person.
I'd rather say it tomorrow, but just an outstanding person and a person that won't be too surprising to people. A lot of people think that this is somebody that could have been there a few years ago. It's going to be somebody that is very respected, somebody that's known to everybody in the financial world, and I think it's going to be a very good choice. I hope so.
Well, Warsh is no stranger to the job. He served on the US Federal Reserve Board of Governors for 5 years, between 2006 and 2011. Well, back then, he was the youngest Fed governor in history. His academic credentials are equally strong: a bachelor's degree from Stanford, a law degree from Harvard, and coursework at Harvard Business School and MIT. Well, here's an interesting fact. Warsh interviewed for the top job once before, back in 2017, but it eventually went to Powell. For years, Warsh was seen as being too hawkish. He was widely regarded as an inflation fighter and someone uncomfortable with easy money. That reputation once made Trump uneasy. But in recent months, he's publicly argued for lower interest rates. He's aligned himself with Trump's economic thinking. Last year, he said inflation is a choice, and he blamed Jerome Powell for making wrong choices. He's also called for regime change at the central bank. Warsh's appointment would also be welcomed by crypto investors, as he has spoken positively about cryptocurrency. But before Warsh takes the helm, he needs to get the green light from the US Senate, who also face questions from lawmakers. The Fed chair's appointment comes amid Trump's relentless attacks on Jerome Powell. Just this week, Trump called him a moron and accused him of damaging America's economy. He's even launched a criminal probe against him. The probe appears to center on a testimony by Powell to Congress last year about cost overruns in a multi-billion-dollar office renovation project. The 2021 project included luxury features. And during testimony in June, Powell said some of those amenities were no longer part of the plans. Then in July last year, Trump visited the Federal Reserve building. There, he took a tour of the $2.5 billion scheme. That triggered a criminal referral against Powell, where he was accused of making false statements. But the Fed chair has denied these claims. Meanwhile, Trump insists that interest rates must come down and denied that the cost of living is rising.
Prices are coming down, not going up. Only the fake news says they're going up. The only thing that's even are interest rates. And if we had a Fed chairman that understood what he was doing, interest rates would be coming down too. He should bring them down. Yeah, please.
But Powell believes otherwise. His stance is more cautious and data-driven, prioritizing inflation control and long-term stability for Americans. Well, markets, though, are now nervous. That's because repeated attacks on the Fed raises serious questions about its independence. So today, one job announcement could decide the direction of the world's most powerful central bank, for markets, for borrowing costs, and for America's economy, and perhaps for the independence of the Federal Reserve itself. The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? From battlefields to negotiation tables, from internet outrage to real-world injustice. The conversations everyone is having and the ones they're avoiding. It's the same show, but this new year, Firstpost America gets a new look. I'm Cary Johnston, and this is Firstpost America.